Alright, doing a outside video on the tow truck because it doesn't have a very well sealed exhaust and I couldn't really run it inside. But yeah, this thing turned out super good, right? So it runs great. So, you know, it's clean, right? There's no doubt about that. If it is going to leak anything, we'll be able to see where it's leaking. You can see the EGR. I replaced that boot. I had a real good condition used one. And man, like this whole system now is like lined up super nice, and you know, the turbo moves way nicer than it did. It was a little bit stuck. I cleaned it out real good, put that light coat of airplane anti-seize on it. These hoses are problematic. This hose here has to get changed. I'll find one. I got one around here somewhere. That's goofy, right? I pressured it up to 15 psi and it held for a long time, but I found a little bit of sweating in those two spots. Yeah, other than that, right? Runs great. Starts up good. I took it for a real good hard boot and pretty good. Don't see nothing leaking. It's holding its fluids really well. I changed the oil. Yeah, I did go through an IPR screen at first though. When I put it all together, I put one of those cheap screens on and had to dig back in and pull the IPR, and I didn't have a screen, so I used a different IPR that had a brand new screen for, I don't know where it come from, but I tested it, it worked good. Underneath here, had a really big puddle, right? You can see it's all, something's dripping, probably hydraulic oil, or that's got to get addressed. Yeah, other than that, you know, it shifted just like you said. It was a little bit goofy in second, but that blue spring made all the difference too. All the difference. This thing's got wicked fuel pressure now. It's breathing properly. It's much happier. Like, it's fast. Did notice too the intake manifold. That's why he had that funny nut and bolt there. It's someone must have tried to pound in bolts that were too big to hold the shroud on, and yeah, it didn't work out right. So it's stripped in there. So I'm gonna have to just quickly tie that up. You can actually hear that fan was just kind of hitting it a couple of times there. That seemed to work before, so it's actually the clutch fan kind of coming on and off, I think. I did just get it pretty hot, so. But yeah, it hauls ass, right? I say give it a run, see what she does.